Okay, fifth graders, so today's homework is a lot like what we did this morning in class, writing algebraic expressions. Remember, expressions don't have equal signs, so we don't want any of those today. Lamont and Augusto and Mario grow carrots in 3 garden plots. Augusto harvests 2 times as many carrots as the total number of carrots that Lamont and Mario harvest. So Augusto harvests, well, let's go back to this. Augusto harvests 2 times, there's our clue, 2 times the quantity, or 2 times as many as Lamont and Mario harvest. So we'll call this Lamont and Mario. And I think we're good. This could also be just 2 times the quantity L plus M, and you could leave the star out or the multiplication if you want to. It's still multiplication even if it's right by the parenthesis. Let's see, Rashmia and Alexa have a lemonade stand at their school fair. They promise to donate 1/4 of the remaining money, which is called M here, after they repay the school for the lemons and the sugar. Okay, so 1/4 the quantity of M, which was the total, after they have repaid the lemon and the sugar. Lemon plus, they just called it L, right? L plus S. So there's our lemon and our sugar. Once we figure out that total, then we subtract it from the total number that they made, or total amount of money, and then 1/4 of that goes to school. And the next one, this is a 4, by the way. State in words the rule for what's my rule, the table at the right. I think these can be very tricky to figure out. This one has 2 steps. One of it's multiplication, and then you have to add. So the rule is multiply by 3 and then add 5. Multiply n times 3, and then we'll add 5 on that one. And then it says circle the number sentence that describes the rule. So here's our help here. So Q is going to equal 3n. So we're looking for a 3n. 3n plus 5. This one doesn't work because it's 3 plus n. Could be it. This one's probably our better one right here. Q equals 3n plus 5. And then our next one, state in words the rule for what's my rule for this table right here. And again, we've got one where we're going to multiply and then we're going to do some adding. This one, we multiply by 6 and then we add 15. Multiply, and this side is E. Multiply E by 6. And add 15. And then we can look down here for something that looks like that. Multiply E by 6. Here's E times 6, E times 6. This one's not going to work because there's no E times 6. And then add 15. E times 6 plus 15, or E times 6 times 15. That one won't work. So it's got to be this middle one, E times 6 plus 15. Alright, and then our practice at the bottom. We can just move this off to the side. I do need to see some work on this one. 384 times 1.5. I'm just going to fold this down so I don't get lost where I am. And as I tell you in class, just pretend that there's no decimal there to start with. 5 times 4 is 20, carry the 2. 8 times 5 is 40, plus 2 more is 42. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 4 is 19. Add a 0, and then cross all this off. And remember, we add the 0 because the 1 isn't really a 1, it's 1 in the tens place, so that shows us that it's in the tens place. 1 times 4 is 4, 1 times 8 is 8, and 1 times 3 is 3. We'll add them all up, and then we'll count our zeros, or our decimal places. 0, 6, 17, so we'll carry 1, 3, 4, 5. So we get 5, 7, 6, 0. And now we need to figure out, in this row we have no decimal places, but here we have one. So we've got one space behind the decimal, this one right here. So we'll put our decimal back here, and just imagine we're moving it over one place because we had one place right there. So our answer for this one is 576. That was number 5. Number 6, we'll do some scratch work down here. 50.3 times 89. Again, just pretend that there's no decimal there. And I'm going to let you figure that one out, and then remember when you're all done, move it over 1 because there's one decimal place. This one looks a little strange, but remember that's just the same as divide by. So we'll have 843 as our dividend, 7 is our divisor, and you can figure that one out. Number 8, it's again a dividing one. We have this one is our dividend, 8 is our divisor. I'm going to work this one with you just because we haven't practiced decimals with dividing for a while. 8 times what will go into 70? Can't go in 7 because that's too small. 8 times 8 is 64, and 8 times 9 is 72, too big, so we must go back to 64. Subtract a remainder of 6. We're just going to carry this down as if there is no decimal. And now we've got 8 times 8 is 64, and we get 0. If we had another number right here, we could add another 0 and bring it down, but we're good right with that. So 8 and 8/10 for an answer on that one. All right, thanks for working with me today.